This is my VR robot, and this is a bottle full of water. Today, I'm going to attempt to spill this entire bottle of water into this cup without spilling a drop. In my last video, I made a hand, which is cool and all, but hands can't do much on their own. So what did I do? I gave it some arms. Now we can do some cooler VR robot stuff. There is a bit of a learning curve. So in order to prepare, I found a bunch of random household items that I'm going to attempt, pick up, and place in this box using only my VR robot. But first, let me tell you what these arms can do. These motors are able to support 300 pounds of torque. When maxed out, they can even reach 360 pounds. Since these robot arms are actually modeled after my own, which are roughly 26 inches long, they are currently able to handle about 6 pounds of weight when fully extended. Which doesn't sound like much. But imagine this. You're trying to close a door from right next to the hinges, but you're struggling and need to push really hard to make it close. You instead move further away from the hinges towards the handle, and now the door closes with ease. This is mechanical leverage. You're exchanging distance for strength. Regardless, 6 pounds is plenty. And the shorter the distance, the more it can lift. Given that on average, we don't really hold things with our arms fully reached out, this will do fine. But going forward, I definitely want to make this more powerful. I wanted to take a second to thank everybody who commented on my last video. Some of you guys had some great ideas on how to improve the robot. These ones stood out to me in particular. The first one I noticed was this haptic feedback idea. I've added these little pressure sensors to the fingertips and modified the gloves so that I can actually now feel what the robot is holding. Here's how it works. This sensor will feel a spike in pressure and tell the controller, hey, I'm being pushed. The controller then tells the servo, lock the position, sensor stops being pushed, and that's about it. The other change I made was adding potentiometers instead of encoders. The options were narrow when it came to budget, and although using high quality encoders could have been excellent, they're just too damn expensive. This solution is a big improvement from the former, and it's just as cheap. Given these improvements, this robot has been taken up to the next level. Now let's see how well I can maneuver these bad boys. My first station is picking up toys and placing it in this box. This is a little bit tricky without the head. Which reminds me, I've come up with a couple of ideas for the robot's head and wanted to hear if you guys had any thoughts. You can just comment which one you think is the coolest, or you can even throw in some suggestions of your own. Anyways, back to the challenge. Oh yeah. If you guys haven't already, you can subscribe now to see this robot continue to improve. Now, without further ado, I'm going to have to pour this bottle into this cup without spilling a drop. Let's do this. That could have gone way worse. I know that it's not doing backflips and skydiving just yet, but I believe that this VR robot will one day give you the ability to have superpowers. You'll be able to connect to your robot and become an invincible machine, immune to any pains that affect humans. You'll be able to charge into a fiery building to save your neighbor's dog, explore nuclear radiation zones just for fun, or simply just avoid human contact when going to get your burger from McDonald's. All this from the comfort and safety of your own bedroom. This is just scraping the surface of what's possible with this project. I intend on making this robot better in every single way. By the end of this project, I hope for it to be indistinguishable from experiencing things with your own body. That means I've got a lot of improvements to make. I want to make this a reality, and I'm not going to stop until it is. I've ordered some parts which are going to take a while to get here, but in the meantime, I'm going to be working on some smaller projects just so I can go and learn, refine my skills a little bit further, and I'll be working on this robot in the background as each one of these parts arrive. That being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back with some improvements soon.